I bet you'd kiss me, wouldn't you?
No, not a chance.
I'm gonna come kiss you right now.
Okay, all right. Yep, I'm gonna retire. Oh God. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen.
Hello, Andrew Santino.
Hi, Sarah Tiana.
So last week you lost.
Nope.
That's what it says here.
Nope.
This must be an old card.
Incorrect.
From the last 7 weeks.
I won, I caught a W. I caught the W.
Yeah.
And what did you have to do again? What was it? You had to...
I had to do a lot.
You had to make strangers kiss you on the face?
On the face.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, well, I talked about how great you were.
Well, let's take a look.
Okay, can you give me a kiss on the cheek while I tell you how great Andrew, thank you.
Yeah.
Andrew Santino is so awesome. Almost as awesome as your kiss on my cheek.
Kiss you on the cheek?
Yeah, if you can just kiss me on the cheek really quick.
Oh, that's weird, but all right.
Do you mind? Oh, thank you. It's so good. Andrew Santino is so strong and healthy. Can you just give me a kiss on the cheek while I tell you how great Andrew Santino is?
No, I hate Andrew Santino. I would never want to hear about that, actually.
No, but just if you just give me a kiss, then I can just like pay the bet. So, and I'll
Nah,
tell you how great he is.
I can't do that for 2 reasons, and one of them is that I don't like Andrew Santino.
Well, we have something in common. What was the other reason, Gothard?
You son of a You son of a
I can't.
You're a real dog. Did you end up not kissing her?
I didn't kiss her.
So mission was not completed, 2 of 3. You still owe me 1, kiddo. And I'm gonna expect it. It's gonna, I wanna, you better land it. It's gotta happen.
Oh yeah.
Okay? I've
land.
completed every one of my bets. And what don't you like about me?
You know what? We've talked about our personal stuff both on and off camera. If you want to drag it out more, we can. But you're just not too nice. That's like the #1 thing.
I agree. I agree.
You
That's
guys
why
can
you
both
should never give him
suck
points.
my nuts. You suck my left nut, you suck my right nut.
No, because then we have to
I'm
kiss.
married.
And he won't let me.
Yeah, you guys can both suck my nuts and bump cheeks. That'll be the next
No, we're not
kiss
allowed.
on the cheek that I get.
Well, this week though, because we've been told that we have a very foul mouth.
We do.
So I think the bet this week should be whoever loses has to wash their mouth out with soap.
With the traditional bar of soap.
Yes, with the
Okay.
traditional bar of soap.
How long?
I'm sure you've already done
Is there
that
a time
before.
limit?
I think probably a minute
A solid minute?
of washing your mouth out.
I'm in. I'm in deep. I'm in deep.
I bet you are.
I'm in deep
For the first time. All right, the first prop. The New York Jets fell to 3-7 this Sunday after an embarrassing 41-10 home loss to the Buffalo Bills, where they somehow allowed Matt Barkley to throw a touchdown pass to an offensive lineman. On Monday, the Jets said they have no plans to fire head coach Todd Bowles, despite speculation that his days are numbered. The prop, will or won't Todd Bowles be the next NFL head coach fired?
There will not be a Bowles movement
Oh
in the near future for the Jets. Come on, it's not his fault entirely. Josh McCown has been in the league since Nelly had Hot in Her on the top charts, and his average QB rating is Sarah's real age, which is 80. Everybody's hurt on this team. Isaiah Crowell can't do it all, and he's on pace to have 1,000 yards. Meanwhile, the Jets have 7 wide receivers, and I would throw to none of them. I'd rather throw them all a retirement party, especially you, Jermaine Kearse. I'm looking right down the barrel at you, pal. Okay, and hell, old Bowlesy, he isn't Rich Kotite. I don't know if you guys remember Rich Kotite, probably the worst Jets coach in the history. They let him stick around for 2 seasons, and his record was 4-28, which is ironically the number of sex partners that Sarah claims to have had, between 4 and 28.
All right, inappropriate.
Yep.
Hashtag me too. Also, they will fire him, and if they don't, they owe everyone who's in the Jets fan base an apology. All right, the Jets have not had a coach with a winning record since 2006. Well, actually, before that. And I think that, if anything, the firing of Hugh Jackson has showed that the firing of a head coach can completely reinvigorate a team. All right, and the Jets should be so embarrassed that they got railed harder than a kid with daddy issues on prom night. You should never lose that hard to the Bills, who are terrible. And I think Gang Green needs to cut off the infected leg, which is Todd Bowles, and that's the only way you can get rid of Gang Green and make it healthy again. So
When you talk about
what?
The daddy issues thing, you know the show isn't all about you. It's about both of us.
It's right. What you mean is it's about you, and I'm not including you.
You're exactly
when
right.
I talk about myself.
That's exactly right. We
You're
all
a
have
mess.
daddy issues. Gothard, especially.
You know, I'm going to just step away from that and just say I'm giving you props for giving us the best joke of the season.
Oh.
There won't be a bowels movement
What?
in New York.
Hey, man, everybody loves a poop joke.
First of all, anytime. Oh, that's the joke? Oh, I thought it was when he was talking about himself. Oh, interesting.
You know what's so funny? I love you.
No, you don't.
And yet you do this to me
Yeah.
in front of our son.
Who won't even kiss me on the cheek.
Yeah, dude. I mean, a little weird. Prop number 2, the Raiders are bad. After losing their 5th straight game Sunday to fall to 1-8, reports came out that things were so bad, Jordy Nelson was considering retirement, and 2 veterans on the team were overheard saying, I gotta get the f*** out of here. The prop, which of the Raiders have more of the rest of the season, wins or players that retire?
Players that retire, okay? Because let's make it clear, Jordy Nelson has not retired, and if he does, when he does, before the end of the season, that will be 1, which is more than the Raiders are going to win the rest of the year. Let's talk about who they're playing. They're playing the Cardinals, the Steelers, the Broncos, the Ravens, and the Chiefs twice. Even if they play the Chiefs the last game of the season and the Chiefs rest all of their starters, the Raiders still cannot win because they're hemorrhaging, and they should basically get people from the black hole to go ahead and play, because the people in the black hole actually have heart. All right, obviously, they're already 1 foot out the door. They're heading to Vegas. You know what Vegas is known for? Retirees with too much money. So I think retirees all the way.
First of all, they're going to snag 3 W's. You just named them. AZ is going to be a walkover for them. They're garbage. Arizona's so terrible. Baltimore and Denver's not playing well at all this year.
Arizona
right?
kept it so close with the Chiefs.
What do you mean? And Arizona played them in week 2. When they played them, they just pulled out a W against them. So they're nothing to brag about.
Yeah.
No. Look at this. Baltimore with Flacco out and possibly Lamar Jackson. That doesn't look good at all. They're going to have to rely on the Greg Oden of football, who's RG3, who might be like the biggest flop I've ever seen. And the Broncos, they only mouse fart squeaked out a win against them. That was who it was, not Arizona. And I think the Raiders are going to win at least one of those games. And I don't think you're going to have more than 1 player retire. There's just no way. In Arizona, Baltimore, and then Denver, traveling to them. I couldn't collect myself.
You cannot collect yourself because you said the word flop, and then you probably started thinking about all the TV.
You know what it
shows
really
wrong.
was? I wrote a long-winded joke on here. With only DJ to run and old man Fitzriver to throw, the Cardinals are easier to beat than a redheaded stepchild. I got hit a lot. That was for me. It was a lot of self-deprecating. Just give it to her.
I'm definitely going to give it to her because
Thank you.
I don't think you'd say the Ravens or the Cardinals are easy wins. So
No.
Arizona's definitely an easy win.
Nah, I don't
What's
know.
their record right now? 2 wins.
They got 2.
They have 2 wins. You think they're a
I don't
tough
know.
team?
I literally just made that up. I have no idea.
No, I think they either have 1 or 2 wins.
Yeah, they have 2 wins.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're a great squad. Get out of here,
Well,
both
the
of you.
Raiders have less than that.
They have 1 less. It's the same team.
Okay. Prop number 3. The Rams won again on Sunday, beating the Seahawks to move to 9-1 on the season. And if things weren't already great enough for Jared Goff, after using an audible call of Halle Berry during the game, the actress tweeted at him about it using a thinking face emoji and a crying face emoji. The prop, will or won't another QB use an actress's name as a play call this season?
Absolutely, and so they should. They've set a precedent over there, the LA Rams, and look what they're doing. They're murdering everybody. Maybe having fun is what some of these garbage teams should be doing. They'd be picking up their own slack. I'm looking at you, Atlanta Falcons. Come on, Matt Ryan. Get with the times. Scream out somebody's name. This might be the best way to troll someone and slide into their DMs that I've ever seen, to use a public platform that millions of people are watching. Here's what I think should happen this week. I think you should yell at the teams of the opposing players' girlfriends or wives. I think that's even better, especially if they're famous. Like Aaron Rodgers could yell out Sierra's big hit, 1-2 step. And Russell Wilson could yell out Danica Patrick's typical position on the racetrack, 30-second. She's garbage. She's never done anything. She's just a prop. I would yell out actresses' names that aren't even alive anymore, like Ingrid Bergman and Judy Garland. I think that'd be fun. Judy! Judy!
Judy Garland.
Judy!
All right, there's no way that they're going to use it again, because why would you want to top the best play call ever? Okay, Halle Berry, the reason they called it that is because they said it was a beautiful play, and they were right.
Plenty of prettier women,
play.
by the way.
I don't think there's anybody else.
You think she's the hottest woman in the world?
I think she's the hottest woman in the world. I do.
There's this girl I know named Sarah Tiana that's pretty beautiful.
Well, the Rams don't know her. So anyway, I think, why would you do that? I think the coolest thing, if I don't think they're going to use an actress name. That's the prop.
Okay.
I think I think maybe the Browns will use something like Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Funny.
Maybe they could resurrect their team from the dead, even though the Falcons already did that. I think you want to run a running play. You could use Beto O'Rourke because that guy's definitely running.
He is running.
Yeah, he's
the
totally
hills.
running.
Gothard?
Or you could use a play that sucks. You just call it the Dyson.
Oh, come on.
Come on!
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good joke,
That's
but
gonna
it's
top his bowel movement.
I don't think so.
It is a good joke for sure, but I think there are just so many fun options out there that I can already see him just saying, Red Santino, Red Santino. So I'm gonna go ahead.
See them saying that?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Why would they want to do
Excuse
that?
me?
Why would they?
Because I'm a famous actress.
Yeah.
I'm a very pretty
Why?
girl.
Yeah.
You know you put on my makeup. Prop number 4. Breaking news. Carmelo Anthony and his team aren't getting along. Surprise, surprise. After only 10 games with the Rockets, Melo is away from the team and is reportedly looking to go elsewhere. While Melo can't find a happy place and won't call it quits, it reminds us a bit of another superstar who struggled to find the right home this season. Miss Tiana, the prop. Who ends up playing longer, Carmelo Anthony or Des Bryant?
Carmelo Anthony. All right. So let's just make sure that this is clear. Carmelo is the fall guy for the Rockets. It is not his fault. They lost their defensive coach, and it's very much showing. I don't think Caramello is the problem. And as long as LeBron and Chris Paul and Dwayne Wade are in the league, you got to have Melo so that you can complete the banana boat picture. Without him, it doesn't work. All right. Also, there are so many teams in the NBA that can use a lazy ball hog. I'm talking to you, Hawks. I mean, it's Thanksgiving coming up, and the only time that's appropriate to be an Indian giver is this Thursday. Next Thursday, that's what I mean. So maybe get him back, let him play 2 days instead of 1, and I don't know. I think the Hawks could make a great run with him. And by the way, Carmelo, you should want to go to Atlanta because they have great bars there, and they'll make your shots so that you don't have to.
Melo gotta go. Melo gotta go. Melo is a drain. Look at the only role that Melo's got left of those sweet Hawaiian Kings rolls that I love so much. I guarantee you, $100 says when he does retire, which he should immediately this year, he's gonna have a body just like Sir Charles. He's gonna be the same kind of bulky, chunky dude who looks like he ate a physical fridge. This is the lowest season average Melo's ever had, and he's not playing well at all. Those other guys are getting so frustrated with him. CP3 can't stand how garbage and unreliable he is. This is one of the lowest free throw percentages he's ever had in his career. Free throws, they're there. They're right there. You just put him in. He's playing terrible basketball. He doesn't deserve to be around. He's got 1 year left. There's a 1-year contract. I would get him gone. He doesn't deserve to be around. And Houston already is in dire straits with injuries. The last thing they need is a 35-year-old insurance hazard on the floor.
But you think Des Bryant will come back and play?
I think he has a better chance. I think he has a much better chance of coming back, without a doubt.
He couldn't even play this year. And then
He can't play this year because he's injured.
Now?
Melo can't play because
8 weeks after nobody
it's
wanted
over.
him?
Melo can't play because
so people are gonna want.
They're gonna want to see
Bryant.
Des because Des is one of the best wide receivers of all time.
Not coming off an injury.
Yes, he
Gothard.
is.
All right. You guys got that one hashed out?
Are you okay with mom and dad fighting?
I just wasn't sure. I wanted to let you go because, if you're passionate about
Yeah,
it.
we're very upset.
I think what Sarah was trying to say is there's always going to be room for Carmelo somewhere
Yes.
else. Is that what
Where?
you're trying to say?
Plenty of teams.
Nobody wants that kid.
And you think about Dez, he doesn't have an Achilles right now, so the odds are probably in Carmelo's favor.
They come back.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're going to go Sarah on this one.
Ugh, you are my Achilles heel, Santi.
I am your Achilles heel.
I only get Oh,
This isn't
God.
Rob Riggle on the board giving you 90 points.
Prop number 5. Elsewhere in Shooty Hoops, the Jimmy Butler Timberwolves drama has finally ended with the 4-time All-Star being traded to the Sixers for Robert Covington and Dario Saric, thus seemingly bringing the process to completion. The prop, will or won't Jimmy Butler play in the NBA Finals game as a member of the 76ers?
You bet your tuchus he will. JB, I love you. I love Jimmy Butler. And by the way, let it be known, it never said when in the prop. Didn't say it was going to be this season. It just said, will he play in an NBA Finals game? So they will. They absolutely will. They're building that team up, and they're doing all the right things. Besides, it's the East. The only competitive teams in the East right now are going to be the Bucks, Boston, and Toronto, because the Southeast is comprised of teams mostly from that dingleberry of a state, Florida, and that one team in North Carolina that even Michael Jordan can't make cool. Between Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and J.J. Redick, they need 2 more key players to make a ridiculously good 5 to get deep into the playoffs, and I think that has got to be Jimmy Butler and one more agent. They need one more agent They need one more person that's going to be freed up in the next year or so, i.e. Taj Gibson. He could be amazing, or Trevor Ariza. Any of these guys could fill, and if they pop these guys in, they will absolutely go deep. The Sixers have the best chance of all with Jimmy Butler going deep into the playoffs.
That's, I think, where you said it wrong, because he's only there for a year guaranteed.
He's going to keep coming. What do you
mean? He's going to complain and want to go somewhere else next year.
There's nowhere else for him to go. Nobody wants him.
Well,
Nobody
that's
wants
his problem.
him. He's going to stay there.
That's not the 76ers problem. And by the way, for him to get to the finals this year, which I think is his only real chance of going with this team, because I don't think he stays there next year, I think they have to be better than 21st in the league in offense, which is what they are. They need a three-point shooter, and they still don't have.
J.J. Redick.
JJ Redick. Old JJ Redick. And sorry, but their odds only went of winning in the finals only went from 22-1 to 15-1 in Vegas. So I don't think that that's good. And I think he didn't come to Philly to win. I think he came there to meet Kevin Hart and Meek Mill. Period. I think that's the only reason.
That's a completely valid reason.
All right, before I score this one, I just want to bring your attention. You see those red numbers on the top of that scoreboard there? Mm-hmm. When those hit 0, you got to stop.
You know, I've never seen this, that we had one of these.
No.
That's the first time I've ever
seen
seen
it. I always look at the bottom numbers.
Yeah, I didn't even know we had a clock.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why I'm here anymore.
That's your rule.
Yeah, that's the rule, is that once it hits 0, then the game's.
Hey man, is this props with Sarah Tiana and Andrew Santino and Gothard, or is it just with us?
No, it's in Gothard. It's in really
small print.
You just gotta look really.
Is it Comic Sans 8? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, on
7,
the back of the.
But it's okay.
Well, let me tell you something.
I'm giving this one to Santino.
Yes!
Because I think that the 76ers have a much better chance at winning the East with Jimmy.
With Jimmy Butler, they do. That's just a fact. Prop number 6, Sarah. My sweet, sweet Sarah. We all know that your favorite sports team is the Shanghai Sharks of the Chinese Basketball Association. On Sunday, they suffered a heartbreaking loss, as we all heard, to Gothard's favorite team, the Beijing Fly Dragons. 137-136. Despite the loss, the Shark star player, BYU legend Jimmer Fredette, dropped 75 points, the most of his career and only 7 away from the all-time CBA record of 82. The prop, over or under 82.5 points in a single game this season for Jimmer.
Over. I'm taking the over. This BYU going Mormon loving freak of nature is on a mission, and it's in China, and his mission is to make it rain, acid rain, okay? And you know, his nickname on the Shanghai Sharks is the Lonely God, and I'm like, how could he be lonely? And I'm like, oh, because he's scoring by himself and only by himself. So I think the chance of him getting 83 points in one game is extremely high. Also, that league is completely corrupt, and if somebody puts a high price on it, then he's gonna get it.
You're saying the Chinese is corrupting the CBA?
Yeah, sure, they might as well.
Okay, well, let's at least we not forget, Jimmer Fredette only scored 6 points a game on average in the National Basketball Association, and that whole Chinese league is filled with ex-NBA players, so 6 points a game doesn't really add up to me. He only drops 38 a game on average in China. That was a fluke what just happened with 75 points. He plays for the Shanghai Dong Fangs, by the way. That's how they said it online. That was our English translation, but the Dong Fangs, which 2 words that shouldn't be next to each other at all, Dong and Fang. At 6'2", I know he towers over most of the Chinese players, but I gotta tell you, this is just a fluke. It's a streak that happened.
Not a fluke. He scored 75 in one game and 73 in another game. And
against 2 of the worst teams in the league.
Well, if you know anything about China, they're known for inflation. That number is only going to get bigger.
I know everything about inflation. I also know they don't stand a chance against Guangdong, Zhangcheng, or even Shenzhen. Everybody knows Shenzhen is one of the best teams in the league. They're incredible. They have Wu Shuang, they have Kang Krang. They have so many good ball players on that team. And I'm not being racist, I just couldn't pronounce their names, okay? And least we forget, Jimmer's a Mormon.
I'm giving this one to Sarah because Jimmer Fredette can go off, and that was an amazing musical performance there, singing "Make It Rain."
He can go off. He can go off. He can go off of an NBA roster list. That's what he goes off of. 6 points a game. That kid was so garbage. He used to follow me online. Now he doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
Jim.
You're not allowed to have the internet over there.
No, because I can't cuss. Because he probably saw me cuss once online and was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I wish there was a lot of things that you wouldn't do. Prop number 7, from China to Japan. Last week, Floyd Mayweather posted on Instagram that he was withdrawing from a planned fight in Japan with a 20-year-old Japanese kickboxing star. Mayweather, who never announced how much he would have been paid, wrote that the fight was to be an exhibition put on for a small group of wealthy spectators for a very large fee. The prop was the very large fee Floyd turned down, over or under $99 million.
Come on. It must have been way under. That's the reason he didn't do this fight. Money Mayweather Pretty Boy doesn't get out of bed for less than $200 million. $275 and $300 respectively from McGregor and Canelo fights. What are we even talking about here? If the money was good, the kid would fight. That's the only thing he cares about. Look at anything he does online. His name is Money Mayweather. This guy has 2 private jets, which is probably a bigger waste of money than all the Botox that Gothard's been getting. You look good, by the way. He also had diamond and gold encrusted iPods in 2018. That's how stupid this guy is with money. It's a complete waste. Also, Nasukawa is one of the world kickboxing champions. He's a highlight reel, so I'm sure Mayweather saw this and was like, I don't kick. They don't teach you how to kick in Grand Rapids, Michigan. You gotta throw them hands, okay?
All right.
And also, he needs the cash flow. He'd rather sit online at home and post Oscar de la Hoya pictures and fishnets all day long on Instagram, which is probably the funniest thing he's ever done.
I'm taking the over because I'm
chance.
over everything about this wad. All right, he's undefeated in the ring and in the courtroom and he should be in jail. He shouldn't even be allowed to fight because he belongs in jail with all the other goddamn wife beaters in the world.
That's not the
All
problem.
right, regardless, secondly, Mayweather does like money, but you know what he loves more than that? Attention. And you know what he's not gonna get for this fight? Attention, because it's not televised. So there's no amount of money he could get that would make him fight this guy without the attention that he believes he deserves.
He's getting the attention right now.
I think I would love to see him get attention for going into the state penitentiary because that's where I think this squad belongs.
I mean, I don't disagree with any of this stuff, but I gotta tell you, my argument for why it was less than 99 million was better.
No,
but I do
don't-
agree. There's no way this was more than $100 million.
It doesn't,
No way.
Untelevised, there's no way he does it. Untelevised, it doesn't matter. It could be 150 million. He's not going to do it if it's not
You're
televised.
right, still not enough. Gotta be 200, 300, $400 million.
But the prop was under 99. You took the under. I took the over.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you wanted to let me
Yeah, go ahead.
eventually score it, I was going to go.
All right, go ahead and score it.
I like you're saying, I agree with everything that Sarah's saying, but I do side with you, Santino, that it was under 99 because
Had to been.
money runs his world, so
Yeah,
giving it to you.
it had to been so low. It had to been like 60, 70 million dollars for him to go, "Pff, no way." By the way, he flew there.
It could be 100 million. He still would have turned it down.
No, what?
Yes.
No. Yes, it could have been 100 million. He would have turned it down.
Right. That's still over 99.
No, but I'm saying it was way under 99 million.
Okay. Well, I disagree.
It'd have to be hundreds of millions
I
for this
think
guy.
he cares about attention more.
Well, moving on, I think I'm going to go ahead and have a guest give you guys this last prop.
Hey guys, I'm Jordin Sparks, and I sang the national anthem at Super Bowl 42 in Glendale, my hometown. And the Super Bowl this year is in Atlanta. So the prop is, who would do a better version of the national anthem? Lil Jon or Ludacris?
Well, this question is ludicrous.
Yeah.
I guess I would have to pick Ludacris just because this question is ludicrous. I mean, neither of them would sound very good.
What?
And Luda doesn't even sing anymore or rap. He's
Luda!
like some sort of actor, Chris Bridges now. And what, Lil Jon, what was he gonna say? And the rockets, red glare.
I'm in.
Like, there's no way.
What are you talking about?
No way.
The King of Crunk needs a revival.
Oh my God.
How much fun did we all have singing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's the best. By the way, Usher, Luda, and Lil Jon won a Grammy for that song way back in, what, 2005?
It's Usher, by the way.
Oh, it's Ursh?
Yeah.
Which is the same year that my friend Mike Spring broke his arm jumping off a houseboat in Lake Havasu. And I gotta tell you, I wanna revive the good old days of chugging Captain Morgan's Blacking Out and making out with a dude. Not that I did, but I'm just saying that
Yeah.
if you did, that would've been,
No.
that'd have been chill, right?
So you're saying Lil Jon would sound better?
Just think of the hits that he'll come out with. Turn down for what? Snap your fingers and do your step.
No, I don't think either
Come
of
on,
them.
and Kulo, Kulo with Pitbull.
No.
With
I
Pitbull?
don't think any of
Who
them-
doesn't love Mr. Worldwide? The guy who looks like if GHB turned into a person. I want to see fun. Ludacris is not going to be out there doing anything worthwhile.
No.
Lil Jon is going to be doing his dang.
That's what I think. I think Luda is zero fun, which is why they would give him the national anthem. I don't know why either of them would sing it because they both supported the protesters for kneeling.
Yeah.
I think it should be John Mayer or Usher or Bubba Sparks. The bombs bursting and booty in the air.
I'll take that.
Well, I like both your guys' answers, but it's not really up to me, so let's see what she has to say.
I think that Lil Jon's anthem would be more interesting than Ludacris. Can you just imagine all that growling and everything? Okay, you know, he just added in there, it'd be great.
She didn't answer that.
Okay. Yes, she did.
She didn't say
Yes,
better.
she did. You know
she
what-
said interesting.
And you know what she really said underneath that? She said, Sarah, you need to wash your filthy mouth out with soap. Because you done lost the show, baby. Oh, this has been fun. Remember, kids, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 2Debate2Furious and at Sarah Tiana and at Cheeto Santino, and subscribe to Yahoo Sports on YouTube to get our new episodes every Wednesday. Also, go subscribe and listen to Sarah's podcast, Wriggle's Picks with Rob Riggle, and my brand new podcast, Cereal. No, that's not it. It's called Whiskey Ginger.
All right, goodbye. We bet you'll be back. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching Props on the Yahoo YouTube page.
Yeah, please subscribe because we need more viewers, and that's how we stay alive and eat and feed our families.
New shows come out every Wednesday. And don't forget to hit the like button right below our beautiful faces right here. That'll help us out too.
Yeah.
Props to you if you do it right.